Endgame in Corepunk requires a constant inflow of ancient coins. You need them to support your forged items, craft another build, buy consumables for your next prison island run, or simply feel confident with a few thousand coins sitting in your bank. Some players gather friends to win every battleground, some gather resources, some craft alchemy. But what if I told you that you don't even have to leave the city to constantly increase your bank balance? I decided to make a 7-day challenge. Start with only 22 ancient coins and 200 gold, don't leave the city, and try to make decent profit. I hope you will enjoy. Let's get into it. For this video I created a completely new hero, so this experiment would be as clean as possible. First, I completed some quests in and around our starting city, Goldenfield, to get enough gold to start trading and placing items on the marketplace. Because the marketplace not only takes a 20% fee from the selling amount, but I also need to pay some gold just to list an item. Some items I get from quest rewards can also be useful. For example, mana vials, which you get after almost every quest, cost a decent amount of ancient coins on the marketplace. I would like to say in advance that I already have a certain amount of ancient coins from playing my main hero, but I am not going to use a single coin from that bank, and not a single item that I already have outside of what I got with this new hero. I also created a separate new tab in the bank. Together with the backpack, these two will be our storage and our way to track progress. Okay, I completed some quests, and here in my backpack you can see what I got. First of all, let's register the amount of ancient coins we have, 22, and the amount of gold, 286. Now, let's make some order. The chips I got from the quest rewards are not bound to my hero, so if they have a good price on the marketplace, we will sell them. On the opposite side, artifact I got as a rewards are bound, so we can't sell them. I'm going to move them outside of my main bank tab. Next, cooking ingredients. For now, let's just play them inside our bank tab. Same things with crafting ingredients. Artifact recipes that I got as a rewards are not bound, so I'm leaving them in the backpack to check their marketplace price later. Some items I'm just throwing away because I know I don't need them and they cost nothing on the marketplace. And I leave a little bit of space for alchemy consumables and recipes. Now let's see what we can sell from these items to get our first pack of ancient coins. I'm starting with recipes. Magic Circle seems kind of a cheap, but the rare recipe that I have starts from 75 coins. So I set the price a little bit cheaper and place it on the market. Then steroid implant. Doesn't matter what quality it is still cheap, so I will leave it for now. Same situation with immunostimulating and body scanner implants. What surprised me is the price for the nano-tissue recipe. If I knew it at the moment I took the reward, I would always take this type of artifact recipe. Then I checked the prices for chips and weapons, where some kind of a low demand warden coil and witchcraft items still cost a decent price. Then I checked prices for alchemy consumables, where just a stack of mana vials cost more than 100 coins, which is pretty explainable. When playing battlegrounds or arenas, you are only allowed to use tier 1 alchemy consumables, creating decent demand for items like mana vials and painkillers. I sold everything I could and everything I considered reasonable, and here's how our two tabs look right now. I'm making a screenshot of the selling tab to keep a record of our earnings, and I'm going to call it a day. Day 2 starts with you giving a like to this video if you enjoyed, and a dislike if you don't. We are moving to 1k subs on YouTube, and I would appreciate it if you join us, if you still did not. For me, day 2 starts at this location in Goldenfield. You may ask why. The answer is simple. I'm going to visit each NPC one by one and see what items they are currently selling. The first login NPC is selling just sugar and stone bark. Sounds sad until I check the price for silica on the marketplace, which is a material you can get by refining stone bark. I am buying it, refining it, and placing it on the marketplace. While talking to the next NPC, where I decided to buy meteoric metal with the same logic, I saw that we sold mana pipe alchemy. I'm going to the next NPC, a little bit high on the map, and see a tier 1 chip named Reaper. We got the same one from questing, but it was bound to me. This one costs a decent price on the marketplace. But at the same time, it costs a decent amount of gold from the NPC. Considering the current ancient coin to gold exchange rate, the Reaper chip costs around 22 ancient coins for me. Considering the marketplace price of 50 ancient coins and the applied fee, the difference is not that big. But still, I'm happy with every ancient coin, so why not? Since I bought it, I'm almost out of gold. I'm heading to the bank here and selling the 22 coins I get from questing. This gives me 120 gold. I'm heading towards the next NPC and see Soldier's Implant, which costs 200 plus ancient coins on the marketplace. Would be nice to buy it, but I don't have that much gold yet. When I was near the alchemy NPC, I saw that we also sold mana vials. But the NPCs themselves didn't seem to have anything interesting for me. Until I talked to Kicheki. He had tree root, which is one of the most wanted tier 1 materials in the game. As you can see, there is not even any of it on the marketplace, because people just buy it instantly. I bought it together with mana pipes, which also cost a decent price, as we already know. The problem is, I am out of gold again, so there is not much sense in continuing to check NPCs. I danced a little bit with chickens, made screenshots, and called it day 2. Day 3, I am on the same road, checking the selling tab to see how much we gained so far. Considering the 20% marketplace fee, it is 441 ancient coins. I think it is a decent profit after just 2 days. But before we start, I need to sell some ancient coins for gold. Today, the bank here NPC provides not the greatest price, 96 gold per 20 ancient coins. And it is a great opportunity to mention that the bank here provides the best price per coin out of all NPCs. But it can vary from 85 to 115. Today it is 96, which is below average, but still we don't have much of a choice. Today, besides NPCs, I'm also adding interactive elements like crates and chests to our daily routine. While running to my starting point, I also enjoyed the usual Corepunk chat experience.
Oh my god, bro.
Right near our first NPC, I got a rare tier 1 shield recipe. I don't even see the same rarity on the marketplace. But I am not going to place items on the marketplace and pay the fee until I check all the NPCs. Here, for example, casually running through the watermelon field, I hit the crate and got a talent renewal cube, easy 30 ancient coins. Near Mortimer, I also opened the chest, I got a tier 1 artifact recipe and the reroll basket. Nothing special, but still, I appreciate every possible coin. And another interesting crate gave me nano tissue, which, as we already know, cost a lot on the marketplace. Regarding NPCs, my first one provided interesting materials for me. Some of them I decided to buy. The weaponry NPC provided the tier 1 recipe for defender with a great price on the marketplace. But the thing is, there are not so many players playing this class, and those who do already crafted what they wanted. So I don't think I will be able to sell it if I place it on the marketplace. I also wanted to buy a meta tier 3 weapon for 35k, but I needed just a little bit more gold, so we skip it. The artifact NPC, besides mana pipe, which I instantly buy, provides a tier 2 artifact, Vitality Augmenter, which, if converted, costs 50 coins for us, but I can sell it for 170. So I buy it, but I am again without coins, so I will have to sell more of them. In the same place where we sell coins, we see tree root, which, as you already know, we buy instantly. This time Kicheki doesn't have anything interesting for us, but the car standing nearby has a lot of vegetables for us. Then I defeated maybe 20 chickens and got absolutely 0 eggs. Sorry, Granny. Granny has Guna? Crazy that we don't even have it on the marketplace, so we buy it even for 35 gold. We checked all the NPCs and it is time to place items on the marketplace until we run out of gold again. Don't worry, we will place items that we don't have gold for later, when we have a better gold exchange rate. And we are going to call it day 3. Starting our day 4 with the usual routine, checking how much we earned, which is 327 ancient coins, selling some part of it to have gold for NPCs, and heading towards our starting point. From now on, to our usual route of checking NPCs and opening crates, we also add combat with chickens. I think you already saw me doing it on previous days. There are a few spots where you can find them, right where we usually start, near Ratchet, near Granny Hill and near the Harvest NPC. The reason we are doing it is simple, eggs. They cost a lot on the marketplace, so you can easily sell them or cook meals. So for now, we are gathering eggs, and later we will see what we can or can't cook. We open crates around our starting point, and I also decided to buy meteoric metal from the wood NPC. Ratchet has quite an expensive ability haste chip for us, and 2 other weapon recipes that I decided to buy. Surprisingly, the Wreck again offers us Vitality Augmenter artifact like yesterday, so we buy it instantly. Bacha decided to offer Titan sandwich today, which costs 30 gold for us, but on the marketplace it costs 30 ancient coins. Zolta usually has only one item for sale, wheat, but I like to visit him because he has a lot of crates around him, which you can open and get something interesting. And our last two NPCs on the route, one of them kindly offered 3 root and another weapon recipe that I decided to buy. Before logging out, I decided to check what meals I can possibly craft and their price on the marketplace. But cooking is for tomorrow, calling it Day 4. Day 5. Checking what we have sold. 260 profit today, not that much, but there is still an entire page that doesn't want to sell. And as I said previous day, let's start with cooking today. First of all, campfires. Every player needs them, and to craft one, all you need is matches, which we got after completing our second quest, and 3 root or stone bark, which we just bought from the NPCs. Let's proceed to meals. Tacos and adrenaline rush roll appeals to me because they cost the most out of all meals on the marketplace. Let's prepare everything for them. For example, I need to refine corn into corn flour. Unfortunately, I can craft only 2 tacos since I have only 2 gunnets needed for the craft, which I got from NPCs. Another 5 are from my main character, so we can't consider them. I'm trying to craft it and I completely forgot that I need journeyman proficiency to be able to craft complex meals. Here is why my poultry legs and wheat come into play. I need to craft around 60 items overall. And here I made a mistake by starting with poultry legs, because they need salt, and salt costs 3 gold per piece. Wheat flour, on the other hand, requires just wheat. After buying salt for all the gold I had and going to exchange a little bit more, I see a terrible price for a stack of ancient coins, 87 gold. That means we are going to miss the daily NPC check today. Still, crates and chickens I'm going to do. But we moved away a little bit from cooking. I am crafting 2 tacos. Then I'm checking adrenaline rush roll. I have everything except adrenaline bladder. So I'm going to deposit some coins I earned to buy this item from the marketplace. Not much, just 5. But I didn't expect it to cost so much, so I bought only 2. And I also have to sell 1 stack of ancient coins to be able to buy some salt, since we already used all we had. Just a simple food craft becomes a challenge. Next food I'm going to focus on is energy egg toast, the most in-demand meal. We have eggs for it, and bread and cheese we got from quests. You might say, what about star energy? But we bought meteoric metals from NPCs a few times already, so it is also not a problem. Let's refine it and take everything needed from the bank. Since I had 2 star energy from quests and got another 4 from refining, I can craft egg toast 6 times, which is 18 energy egg toast total. Let's go through other meals. Titan sandwich we can craft since we're out of cheese already. And overall, this one is kind of a complex to craft. To craft pasta we need living blood, which costs a lot on the marketplace. But while I was checking the price for blood, I saw somebody put pasta for just 1 ancient coin per piece. I instantly bought it and will place it back for a normal price, expecting to gain some profit. Another set of meals increases physical crit chance by 5%. Both are similar regarding ingredients, but on the marketplace their prices differ by 8 coins. 24 coins for 1 monster plant tacos and 16 for monster make sandwich. Since I already had 3 dark blue cheese and 3 red mushrooms, I only needed to buy salt from the NPC and 6 carnivorous plants from the marketplace. At least here the price is okay. I craft 3 of each and proceed to the next meal. Wait, 3 red mushrooms for just 1 craft? Okay, then we craft only Mike sandwich. Then I check other meals, for example magic cookie and lucky salad. Lucky salad is just too cheap to spend time on it. Magic cookie requires items that I don't have, and even just selling eggs would give us almost the same amount of ancient coins. Mana pasta is worth crafting, so I had to spend some ancient coins to buy mana resin and red fish fillet. At least, they don't cost a fortune. Buying them from the marketplace, depositing 50 coins from what we earned so far to the bank, and heading to craft mana pasta 10 times. Regarding meals, I think that's all. Finishing cooking with campfires. As I said, we don't have gold, so I'm not going to check NPCs, and I'm not going to place anything on the marketplace today because I won't be able to pay the gold fee. But we still check crates and chickens. Fortunately, from my first crate, I got a tier 2 rare alchemy recipe, which is 200 ancient coins on the marketplace. That was all I got from crates today. Before leaving, I decided to make some order in my backpack, so we'll be able to sell a lot once we have a great exchange rate. Starting our day 6 with the usual price check, and let's go, 113 gold first stack, much better than previous times. I also sold 2 items from the marketplace that I placed way back then, but it's just 24 ancient coins. Let's sell some coins and first check NPCs. Then, let's sell everything we accumulated so far. The wood NPC provided me with stone bark and ratchet with 2 weapon recipes. Opening the alchemy NPC shop, I found a tier 3 material there, and you can easily see how much we can profit from it. But that would be unfair since it is pure random, so I will buy it for myself, but I am not going to consider what I spent or earned. I also decided to buy reroll baskets from him. Possibly margin is not that big, but still. Danced a little bit with chickens around Hilt. From the crate near Zolta we got a rare tier 2 recipe which is not that expensive, but okay. And we bought Titan sandwich from Gris. Before selling, I decided to craft some food since we got 2 gunnets and 5 cheese. Tacos we can craft, but energy egg toast won't be possible. Star energy is too expensive and we don't have it, so it will be just 2 tacos. Oh, and I completely forgot about stone bark campfires. Then I also saw an adrenaline bladder I bought from the NPC and decided to craft 2 more adrenaline rush rolls. For it, I need to gather 1 more corn and 1 more red mushroom. Corn I found easily, but it took some time to find red mushroom. I think that is all for sure. Let's sell. I posted not everything I wanted simply because we are limited to 20 selling slots. I'm also selling it on Saturday morning, so I hope this weekend will positively influence my item selling. We still have some items to sell, and we have 1 more day. It's day 7, the final day of our challenge, and it's time to sum up the results. I sold items for 5800 coins. Considering the 20% marketplace fee, it is 4600 profit. We reinvested and exchanged a total of 755 coins back to gold to be able to buy items from NPCs. And to place items on the marketplace, we paid 1160 gold, which is around 232 coins. Pure profit is 3654 coins. There are still items in the bank and on the marketplace. For example, the rare magic circle recipe we listed on day 1 still hasn't sold, so it could be a little bit more in theory. So yeah, it is possible to get a decent amount of coins every day without leaving the city. 10-15 minutes for NPCs, crates, chickens, and placing everything on the marketplace that you were able to find. I can't recall any content that can provide this amount of coins in such a short time frame. I hope you enjoyed this video, don't forget about likes, and see you in the next video.